Introduction. Don't let yourself become so concerned with raising a good kid that you forget you already have one. Glennon Melton. Just get out of my room. Leave and never come back. Those were the words Marie's 16-year-old son had hurled at her the instant she stepped foot into his room to invite him to dinner. After a little rant about how she was constantly interrupting his Call of Duty game, her son proceeded to throw the console toward her. Marie was dumbfounded. She had grown used to his verbal attacks, but violent outbursts? That was the final nail in the coffin. Marie's story is similar to that of thousands of parents across the United States. After staring blankly for a few minutes, all she could mutter was, "What is wrong with you?" Then the conclusion she had been running from. Her son needed help. Let this sink in for a moment. According to a Harvard study, 2/3 of the over 43,000 American teens questioned have a history of anger attacks involving actual or threatened violence. And that's not even the most shocking part. Roughly 3 in 10 teenagers think hitting or threatening someone who angers them is okay. The violent outburst that's causing them sleepless nights is perceived as normal behavior for many teenagers. I engaged with the other parents some time back, as I was curious as to what the most challenging years of parenthood were for them. I was not surprised by the same consistent answer I received. The result is as you would expect. Teenage years. Of course, we've all been there. Those dreadful teenage years, where our once adorable babies turn into emotional outburst machines, exploding at us for the slightest of issues. It feels like something has come over them. It's even more challenging to accept when the teen was previously cheerful and easygoing. Many parents are confused about what is going wrong, or, more appropriately, what has gone wrong. All of their control seems to be slipping away from them, and that burning anger in their teenager looks to be getting stronger. Naturally, some resort to disciplinary measures to regain control. This tendency makes matters worse if not done in the right way. In Marie's case, she took away his gaming console and forced him to spend more time with the family after school. But that didn't work. The anger she was worried about was transforming into bitterness and resentment. You're not alone if you think you're just one of the few parents with overly angry teenagers. A survey of 1,000 parents of teenagers showed 2/3 of them looked for treatment based on anger issues. Everyone gets angry, including teenagers, as anger is a primary human emotion. However, a Harvard study has shown that nearly 1 in 12 teens has intermittent anger disorder. Intermittent anger disorder is a mental condition involving recurrent outbursts causing physical injury or the destruction of property. The outbursts must be grossly disproportionate to the provocation. This condition can be diagnosed in people 18 years and older and is 2 to 3 times more common in boys than girls. This shows that not all outbursts and anger issues can be tagged normal. Some are due to mental conditions, implying that treatment options that do not address the root issue may not help resolve the anger issues. The teenage years are when adolescents start forming more social relations and interactions that will affect their understanding of social norms and acceptable interactions later on in life. The COVID-19 pandemic significantly hampered the ability of teens to interact with others in a typical way. Many physical meetings and social activities had to pause for 18 months. Further, it is impossible to ignore the pandemic's effects on teenagers' mental health.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.